Hi, it's Alex, and thank you for tuning into my Airborne Entrepreneur podcast. I would love to share one thing today, and it is a tip how to run your prospecting or intake session, or a session that you know that you have actually in front of you potential client, and you want to serve them as much as you can, and you want to be sure they don't lose interest and they understand what you try to sell or what you try to tell them, because if you lose them and they're not paying attention, you probably won't be able to serve them. And we are here selling our services, products, because we want to serve people, we want to give them and help them. And of course there has to be always balance in the energy, and that means if you help someone, you're also expecting people to pay you, because there is no reason that why you should be only giving. And when you're ending up on that side that you're just giver, and people never want to pay you, or you're just giving for free, it's time to have a look how you actually offering, or what you do that people don't expect to pay you, or are you asking for money, or are you asking for a deal? Are you really asking for next connection, next meeting or call? Are you sending proposal? Are you doing all are you doing all those things that have to be done to actually make sell? And I have really interesting conversation. Usually, I call it based on my coaching studies, curious to committed. That means that is the one part of the sales where actually I'm trying to help people to understand how you actually make your client more curious. That means you are not interrogating, or you're not just asking questions, or you're not pushing and selling, because you also, as a salesperson or person on that side that wants to sell, it's you are the person that wants to know more about clients' needs. You are the person that really wants to know how you can help your client. You need to know that, because why you would offer your product to someone if you're not sure if you can help them? Because that's where we're coming from. We need to come from the place we really want to help person in front of us, but also we want to be sure we can help them. If you can't help someone, of course you will sound sleazy and salesy, because you will just try to get dollars. But if you really want to help people and you are in service, in business, that's why it calls service. Because when we are in service, we need to be sure we are going to help that person. And I believe a lot of people resonates that sometimes we feel like we are just meeting with people all the time. We trying to get them into the meeting, we are chasing, we are trying to get more clients. But honestly, the one reason we do that is because we do what we love, and that should be a reason. And the second thing should be, if you want to help more people, you need to have clients, because you can close the business and you will never ever help to anyone. That means all those things are connected, they're together. You need to make money to be able to actually help people. And there is no reason to feel salesy, because you actually offer the value. And if you feel you're not adding value to your clients, maybe work on your product, maybe work on your offer, maybe check what is actually involved, what you offer, because that is the major problem or issue when people can't sell. They are not aware of the value they're adding, or the value is small. You need to give clients, we always say, at least 5 or 10 times more of the value they pay. That means you want them to pay, I don't know, $1,000, but you want to deliver like they pay $10,000. You need to really be aware of that, because service is it's hard, because it's not tangible. And that's why we, with service, we trying to print the flyers, print information packs. We try to print some nice bulletins or worksheets or anything that can help people. Or you trying to show them how you work, or you're trying to give them presentation, or whatever it is. That's why we try to really create that visual of our transformation, or the transformation you offer. And this is not only in coaching, this is all around services that people offer. Can be financial service, also financial advisors want to do it a little bit more visual because people like that. Or when you explain people what you are giving them, you usually draw, like you're showing them how, like for example, when you're talking with people how to better manage their finance, you actually draw the structure, how that looks like, because people are visual. People want to see that, and that's more tangible, like when you just saying things. And but that's not where I was going. I was actually going to give you a quick structure of very simple structure of the conversation. Actually, you can see that thing behind me, but it's something that can help you to understand how to run the conversation the way that actually you are not pushy, you're not selling, and you have information, you're getting information from people, and you are able to offer or create a proposal that is honest and is real and is based on things that your client or potential client actually said. And I always structure that into like 9 different steps. And first 3 steps is basically some kind of set up the frame and build a report. The second part is intake, the intake session, and the third part is agreement. And I will go from the first step. That basically first step is to create a rapport. You're trying to connect with people. That means you really listen. The major and most important is to connect. That means first step is to connect with people on the real level, like you really understand, you're really listening. And even though you never been in that kind of situation, you still try to understand where they are at and ask questions. Okay, how are you, how do you feel? And listen what they tell you. Sometimes people tell you too much, but don't react on that. Just really listen and understand. That means what you can do in connect when you build a rapport is really like saying things like, yeah, I understand. Yeah, it has to be hard. Wow, you're going through a lot, and acknowledge them, validate them, whatever works for you. But validation and acknowledgement is really great tool to build a rapport and trust. And now you're going to the second step where you establish agenda, because you are a leader of the conversation and you're a leader and someone that is going to offer help or service or advice. Then you need to really establish that agenda. That means, okay, set up something with your client like this is the conversation that will take you through XYZ step. And I would like to show you, or I would like to know first all about you, what you do, what are your challenges. And after that, we will talk about solutions. We will create agreement. And at the end, I will tell you if I am able to create proposal for you and help you. And if yes, I will come back to you and we will have another conversation, or I will give you an idea straight away. It depends what it will be and what actually we are looking for here. Is that fine with you? And I will say usually, yes, of course. Yeah, let's jump, on conversation, or let's go through. Another part of conversation is empowerment. That means you're trying to get clear on why they choose you, what is that they want to do now, what they want to change, and what is important for them, and yeah, why they were looking for help, or why they really wanted to meet up with you, or why they have conversation with you, and just really understand what brought you to you. And the second part is intake session itself. That means now we're going really talk about a few things, and there are 3 steps. First is results, and reality is the second, and roadblocks is the third. That means you're exploring results, you're exploring where the client is and what they want. That means you really try to understand what you want, what is the next for you, what will happen if you have magic wand and you can change everything right now. What will be the best situation for you, or what will be the best outcome for you, how you want to have it, how you want to be. It's anything. If you are in health industry, it can be like how you want to feel, what you want to achieve, what will be the ideal outcome for you. Like if you can change everything, how you will look like, how you will feel like, what you will telling yourself, what you will see around, what you want to change, how you want to act, what will be you, like what is that what you want. And really start to focus on their future result they want, because that's when you're taking them to different feelings, because they probably light up, because you will see that. And when you see on conversation they light up for that result, that means they're prepared, probably they really want it, they're connected emotionally. If they don't have any reaction, and they will be like saying probably something like, yeah, I want to have, I don't know, $500,000 revenue next year, and I want to this, and I want to be, I want to put on the weight 2 kilos at least because yeah, I'm too skinny, or I want to lose some weight, and it's very dry. There is no emotional connection. Remember, people has to be like, when you have big goal, how you love to talk about it, you express that, and you're connected emotionally. You can feel the warmth inside when you just imagine that you already have it. And that's what you want from clients. You want to take them there. If you are, you should be able to take them to that feeling if they are prepared. If they're not prepared, you shouldn't even, offer anything. They shouldn't pay you because they need to be prepared for the change. That means you need to see if you can light up that conversation and that feeling. After that, you check quickly, okay, where you are at now. That's the reality check. You need to do that as a step 4. And basically, reality check is so important because they will kind of come back and be like, oh, but this is it. This is where I am right now. And I really have huge, big journey in front. I really want to change. Of course, you will acknowledge them. You will say, "Great, thank you for sharing. That's amazing. I believe we can actually do this change. That's amazing, and that progress can be done." Now let's talk about what is stopping you to achieve it. What is in your way? That you didn't have it or you didn't achieve it yet. What was happening in your life? What is stopping you? Really find out what are the roadblocks. That means we will have this intake session done. That's the major and most important part of the conversation. And after that, you're going to in kind of agreement conversation. That means it's point 7, 8, 9. 7 is kind of summarized. That means you start to talk about that. Thank you for sharing. I heard that you really would love to do XYZ. You would love to achieve this. You would like to see these results. And this is what is stopping you. And this is where we are. And this is what is stopping you. And you are prepared to start your journey. And the time is now. You want to change, and you want to do it now as soon as possible to find a person that can help you and actually go for it. Yeah, is that true? And I will say, yeah, that's true. That means you're looking for that agreement. When you summarize, you want to be sure that you're speaking their language and they understand that you are basically talking what they said. They need to hear what I said, because that feels like you understand them. And that's why it's the best when they use particular words. Just use them in summary. When you summarize what I said, try to use their language, not your language, not professional language. Really try to understand what I said and remember words. Maybe write down some notes. And after that, you create a proposal. That's another step. And that step should be basically happening 2 different ways. You can say, I understand what you need and I believe I can help you. And I will just need to go back to my office and really sit down and think exactly steps that we should take together. And I will send you a proposal, and I will actually call you. We will go through proposal together because I want to be sure that you feel that is the right thing for you. This is the best thing you can do, because after that, when you're going through proposal, that should be done, by the way, in 24 hours. Don't let them go for a week. Just do your proposal straight away and come back to them next day and ask them, can I call you tomorrow with proposal and we will talk about that? Or you can give them proposal idea, or if you have great suitable program for them and you're 100% sure, or product, and you're 100% sure that that is the thing that's for them, you can offer that straight away at a meeting and tell them, look, I think the best way or best journey to take now, it will be this path, and this is something that I offer, and I would love you to be there and be part of that, whatever it is. But the last point is agreement. That means you don't let them go without saying yes, and without, if they are not prepared to pay straight away, because you're asking for payment, of course, you're asking for deposit, you're asking for anything, because you said how that resonates with you. Do you feel this is the thing that you're looking for? Is this something that you believe it will serve you? And they will be prepared. They will give you probably deposit. That means you don't let them go. You just ask for card details, or send them links straight away when you have them on a call, or give them the link for the phone when you have face-to-face meeting. But ask them to pay deposit, because you can tell them that you want to secure pot because you have, like, for example, I have availability only for 10 clients one-on-one. I can't accommodate more clients, and that's why I'm choosing who I want to work with. That means when tomorrow will be here in front of my office 10 clients, I'm sure I'm not going to take all of them. Or if there will be 5 clients, or there will be 4 clients that I'm still looking in January, February, if those clients will come in one day and they will be like, no, I want to work with you, and they will even offer, they will pay me more, I'm not going to work with them if I'm not aligned and I know I'm not going to be able to help them 100%. And this is what I want from you. I don't want you to sell anything to anyone. I want you to really think about that and really connect through those steps with your clients. That means, remember, just wrap up of the steps in the conversation should be connect, establish agenda, empowerment, explore results they want, a reality check, roadblocks and challenges, summarize, proposal, and agreement. Business done. And this is all what you need to do. And I hope you will be able to use those tools and those steps, and try to really focus and don't just skip 1 or 2 points, because it doesn't make sense and it's not going to get you results. But if you will use this structure, I use it, and I straight away, basically, I learned the structure, I use it day after with a client that booked the call with me, and I actually got agreement and I got client on board. That means it is actually working. It's used by a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of service people in service or businesses they're offering service. And I can absolutely say it's great and it's working. If you want to try it, use it. I will suggest to exercise that, try it with a few clients, with a few potential clients. Really write down on the paper quickly what you want to say in each category. And remember, there are always 9 steps. It's not 7 steps or 6 steps. Just remember those 9 steps and implement them, and let me know how you go. If you have any questions, or if you would like to have a strategy session and see where you are at, I'm happy to give you a free session. Just go to my website, thementoringeffect.com, or send me email on alex@thementoringeffect.com. See you next time. Bye.